sides, mister.
Hello everyone, it is Hammerman, and welcome back to another episode of Boom Each, and today is gonna be Hammerman Strikes Back. And we're gonna try to defend him as much as we can, and I think this will be pretty interesting because we have no ice statues. These are literally of my statues. I have no ice. And so far, in a couple of scenarios, I have been able to make it up to stage number 6. I never have been able to make it up to stage number 7 because that's honestly too far-fetched in my particular case. But obviously into the future, I'm going to be making sure that I make some bases to counter that for sure. But for now, I'm going to have to settle that my goal is going to be to beat stage number 6. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and go to where Hammerman is located, right around here. I'm just going to give you a full rundown about how he is attacking and what to expect and so on and so forth. First attack should be pretty straightforward, gonna be a relatively easy win here. So I'm honestly just going to speed this up because the first attack is nothing special at all. Most of my defenses are just maxed out and he simply does not stand a chance even against my regular base. I expect the same thing for the second attack that he's going to be doing, but from the third attack on forward, I'm just going to show you the entire thing and I'm going to give you the commentary that I usually do in one of these defenders. So over here, 40 of the level 9 warriors, 9 tanks. 9 tanks is pretty annoying. Rifleman 48 of them, 72 Zukas. There's actually a lot of Zukas. 72 Zukas. Alright, speeding this one up again. The warriors and the tanks, kind of interesting this combination. The warriors go way ahead in front of the tanks. Kind of a bad, call there. That's why warriors and tanks simply don't match up. Warriors is really a standalone unit. The only unit that really works with the warrior attack strategy would be the heavy, because the heavy can actually handle it. The heavy can actually distract stuff that the warriors are going to be targeting. So that's why you want to maybe use some heavies alongside with warriors. But other than that, you don't have any unit that works with the warriors whatsoever. Anyway, we've been taking on the stage 2 times. Have we protected ourselves here? Enough live probing. It is time for a full frontal assault. Alright, so he comes around with 18 heavies, 12 medics, 72 riflemen, and 84 Zuka. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cleaning up all of my trees over here, and I'm going to be swapping to a new type of base. Now I want you to take into consideration I lost all of my prototype defenses, so I no longer have them. So this is going to be even more interesting. I might make them depending on how far we get, but let's see how far we can make it without them. I'm going to be doing the Twitch base in honor. Because I'm going to be using the Twitch base for this specific takedown. I have a feeling we are going to be doing just fine. And I want to let you know that I maxed out one of my mortars. I am currently focusing on the mortars. This one right now is going to level 16. All of them will take a while, but it's really cool. I have my first maxed out mortar, and I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, that being said, let's go for the third defend over here. Alright, so let's see what he's coming around with. So he's using the heavies. 3 landing crafts of medics, and then a couple of riflemen in here, which is a pretty interesting choice. I'm curious to know how this one's going to be doing here. So the flamethrowers definitely doing a lot of work onto those heavies. I'm kind of considering on switching the flamethrower over here in the center with the one over here at the left side, because that one's going to simply do more and more damage. Or maybe I should keep it the way it is right now. I actually like it. I actually like it quite a bit. You see all of those medics healing up those Zukas, they get healed up so fast because they are very fragile as a unit. It's actually really funny to see, but still regardless, our defenses are picking off those Zukas flawlessly, and as a result of that, we're going to be defending against this stage number 3 really easily. Alright, that's stage number 3. Time to go to stage number 4. So let's see what stage number 4 has to offer. So 48 of the warriors, 12 medics, and 360 riflemen. For this base, I actually want to swap to my usual strong base that I like to call my MLG base. The base that has always been doing well. And for this one, the reason why I want to switch to this base is because there's a couple of these buildings in the front here. And the flamethrower is going to be doing so much work into evaporating everything here that I kind of want to keep it there. I have this this maxed out flamethrower here in the middle there, so I kind of feel it will be doing a nice job there. And there's a mortar here which I think I will be swapping just like that. Alright, that being said, let's initiate the defense right here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have a bunch of warriors, as a matter of fact, alongside with some medics. Interesting choice of troops here, but I think we will be fine. I think the shock launch will definitely do its work, which it does. The flamethrower barely gets any damage whatsoever, but it can still execute its job very, very, very nicely, up to the point where all of the medics are probably gonna be gone before the next wave can arrive. Actually, well, a couple of them will survive. Alright, right side we see some riflemen incoming. Only riflemen, and there's only 4 medics that can kind of like get the group together. So there's 4 medics for all of those riflemen over here that are kind of dying right now. More riflemen incoming. It is the second wave. The second wave of 8 landing crafts of riflemen. And there's 1 medic that just disappeared there. That one just died there. There's only 3 medics remaining. Another one goes down. This is actually kind of sad for it. This is the final wave. This is the fourth attack on this Hammerman Strikes Back. And so far our units are doing just fine. You could tell me to make a separate type of base, and I could make a separate type of base. But I will probably be doing that. I'll start to make some new base builds whenever I do have my eye statues to give you like a full on 100% Hammerman Strikes Back takedown, and I'll try to come up with a base that will work in any scenario. That might be hard, but you can always readjust a couple of things here and there. Alright, it's time for fleet number 5. In this case, Hammerman said, I could swear your base right here, show your face and I'll smash it. He's threatening us personally right now, so let's see how he's gonna be doing right now. A Scorcher appeared. We have 32 Grenadiers, we have 42 of the Heavies, we got 48 Zukas and 96 Riflemen. This is gonna be interesting. Let's defend, see how this base is gonna be doing. I expect to be taken down here, and that is because, well, he seems to be pretty powerful right now. But let's see what's gonna be happening. First off, you have all of these Heavies and a Scorcher in here. Hopefully that Scorcher is gonna be dying pretty soon, because, well, these guys don't have a lot of damage, with the exception of the Scorcher. The Scorcher actually does a ton of damage there, for sure, but it's also pretty resistant over there. So everything is distracted at the left side. That means the right side, over here, a lot of fragile units incoming. Yes, they are stepping over those mines, they're getting some damage, but the rocket launch over here is still focusing on that left side, which I don't want it to focus on. So hopefully these Heavies over here at the top gonna be dying very, very soon, so that way we can start focusing on those Grenadiers. Those Grenadiers are extremely powerful against a base like this, especially on Hammerman Strikes Back. Grenadiers always give so much trouble because they're so random, and they always take out what you don't want them to take out. You basically want Hammerman to take out your front buildings and not what is behind it, and that is exactly what those Grenadiers are doing. They're taking down everything behind the actual base in the front there. So this seems to be a failure because there's only Grenadiers left. I see a Zuka roaming around there. The Scorcher is still alive, and we cannot do much to prevent this takedown. So this is a success on Hammerman's side. Let's see what we can do with a different type of base. The next base I'm going to be using is the base that always wins it for me. That is my final kind of trump card. You have already seen it a couple of times that I am using this base. This base is the distraction base. Basically, you want everything that is heavy and strong to go to the left side, so that way the right side is kind of distracted. Now the thing is, I'm missing like a damage amplifier or shock blaster here, so we kind of need to fill up the gap here. And I was thinking maybe we can do it with maybe a sniper tower or something like that, or shock launch. That might even be nicer. I am not sure of this, but I'll just try a shock launcher, see how that's gonna be going. Because if the right side gets attacked, then the shock launcher is more likely to protect the right side other than the left side. Because the left side, I could care less about the left side. The main thing is at the right side, where you got all of these rocket launchers over there. Now, gotta be careful that Hammerman isn't going to be barraging any of my rocket launchers, stuff like that. But let's pay attention to that in the next attack. So right now, let's see what he gets. Still the same. But you do have the ability to get 2 critical fuses and 2 complex gears, which makes for 4 prototype modules. That being said, let's go ahead and try to defend against this Hammerman Strikes Back. So leaving everything vanilla in the state it's already in, with the exception of the shock launcher. Let's see how everything's gonna be doing. So this is happening exactly the way I want it to happen. Everything is deployed at the left side. You got the Scorcher over here, you got the heavy hitters all the way in the back, all 5 boom cannons, all 4 cannons, 5 cannons at the left side. Gonna be doing a ton of damage, and then at the left side of the right side you actually have that shock launcher starting to drop some shocks here and there. Let's see how effective this one's gonna be. At the right side you see all of the fragile units walking and stepping over those mines, getting a bunch of damage. Most of the grenadiers are pretty much already gone, and most of the Zukas will end up dying because, well, they cannot really take hits, not even from a shock launcher. You see 2 heavies approaching the center side over here. There's more grenadiers and more riflemen incoming right now. Most of the Zukas are disappearing right now, so there's only grenadiers left, and as you can see everything is still in pretty good condition here. At the left side all of the Scorch and everything is already gone, so expect this to be a win, but we'll have to see about that first. First you gotta be stopping those shock launchers. Shock launcher pretty powerful. All 3 rocket launchers, only 2 left right now, only 1 left right now. What can that rocket launcher do? Can it still fire away? No, it cannot. Okay, so there's 3 riflemen right now headed to the right side. I am not sure if it's only those 3 riflemen, I'm not concerned at all. If it's more units, then I am concerned. And in this case, you have those grenadiers approaching right now. It's going to be a matter of time. Are these grenadiers gonna be able to take down all of these structures and then still go to the headquarters? That's going to be the biggest question. Let's speed things up to 2 times the speed to get an idea about how well everything is doing. 2 minutes on the clock almost, and those riflemen starting to work their way onto the sawmill and the other residents. Most of those grenadiers are also popping along, but still, I am not sure about this. I am honestly not sure. I think this is gonna be a takedown on Hammerman's side, and if it is, then that's really unfortunate. And then I gotta adjust a little bit here and there for that to be successful. Okay, it is down. Let's go to maximum speed here. This seems to be a takedown. Still will take them a good 45 seconds after the 2-minute mark that it takes me down. Okay, so that calls for some readjustments in some way, shape or form, and I kind of need to think how exactly I'm going to be making those adjustments. Let's start off by putting the rocket launcher over here at the right side, and I think I want to be having a mortar here instead, and I think about putting the mortar right there, and then having maybe a mortar at the side. I think that might be a cool idea. I'm not really sure of it. Maybe a sniper tower would be a better idea and have the mortar in the back there or something like that. I'm not sure. I have to do at least something, right? And I also want to be placing the high level flamethrower at the location here in the front. So that way that's going to be doing some more work there. Put this rocket launcher in the back, so that way that sniper tower can do little bits and pieces of damage there. And I think it would be better to have a couple of these mines that are located at the left side, at the right side. Please place them a little bit more to the left side, because I noticed that that those grenadiers were able to die, but they would have been dying sooner if it weren't for those mines over here. So I'm going to be getting the mines activated a little bit earlier. I think that is actually pretty important to do. Gonna have a shock mine over here, so that way we can stop something over there. Have this mine over here, and I think that's a good adjustment. Let's see how we're gonna be doing. Alright, here we go. So, how is this defense going to be doing? That's going to be the big question. Once again, those barrages shooting everywhere. Does not matter because we're here for the takedown. Okay, let's speed things up here because I am more curious what's going to be happening in the second part of this attack rather than the first part of this attack. Okay, here it comes. Right now, this mortar is getting some damage, but that's okay. It will still survive. Flamethrower is almost gone as well. You see all of those mines right now doing their work. Grenadiers dying like flies. I like it quite a bit, but that mortar over there seems to be dying off, and that's something that I don't want to happen. I actually really want to save that mortar, but there's nothing there we can do about it. Okay, heavies going to the right side again. At the left side, everything is practically dying, so I'm not really that concerned. It's all about the right side right now. How long can those rocket launchers, the shock launchers, and so on and so forth survive? That's going to be the big question. Right now, the flamethrower is still doing some damage onto those riflemen, which is actually, I think, a good move of me of putting that flamethrower over there. Right now, let's see, their shock launcher is down. Rocket launcher still firing away. At the right side, we also have a rocket launcher. I think this time around it will be able to do at least somewhat of damage onto those grenadiers, and hopefully it will be able to shoot again when those grenadiers are gonna be missing. No, it is gone. Right now, 2 grenadiers headed to the right side here, and the rest of the grenadiers are gonna be attacking the left side. That's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to take a while for them to take down everything, but still. Let's see how this is going to be going. The boom cannons are hitting the grenadiers. There's one boom cannon maxed out. That is in really good condition. It can hit basically every single grenadier over here. So I feel that this one is going to be a win. But there's still 2 grenadiers here left. What will they do? Will they damage the headquarters? I don't think they will. Honestly, if we speed this up, I don't think they will be able to even do anything at all. They seem to be hitting the headquarters a little bit more than the residents, but yeah, what can you do about it? Okay, so they're splitting up. This is obviously going to be a win. Pretty happy with this. So that means we have arrived at stage number 6. Let's go. Okay, so with stage number 6 in mind, I have made a couple of twists and tweaks here in the base. There are not a whole lot of them, but I actually managed to get myself a sniper tower there. I kind of felt that the machine gun wasn't doing a whole lot. That might change depending on how well we're gonna be doing. And I swapped a couple of these mines over here, putting that shock mine in there earlier. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. That being said, what he has, 72 Zookas, 12 medics, that might be an issue. 288 riflemen, 1 scorcher, 9 tanks, and then 28 grenadiers. Let's go. Let's see how we're gonna be doing. This is gonna be pretty interesting. So the Zookas pop in first. He drops the shock at the right side for pretty much no apparent reason whatsoever, but that is okay. I can handle it. At the left side, the Zookas are right now going to walk over those mines very soon, and they will not be able to survive that, I feel. Right now, gather together. Oh my god, look at those mines, super effective. 3 mines wiping everything out as if it is nothing. Now the Scorcher going to the right side. I am not happy with that at all, but can we manage to take it down? That's going to be the big question. The Scorch is going to be doing a ton of damage onto my unit, so that's going to be the big issue here. Maybe I want to be having a boom cannon there instead, or something like that. At least if that right shock launcher keeps it shocked at all times, then I am in an okay position, because there is a flamethrower, 2 of them, that can take him down. But that's something we'll have to see about. There's a tank incoming, 2 of them at the right side. Actually 3 of them at the range change directions. And right now the Scorcher is still there. The Scorcher is still there. The Scorcher is doing some damage. The Scorcher at the right side, big issue. We should have a boom cannon there instead, because, well, there is some boom cannons at the left side. It's actually pretty tough on this one. We should have more fragile hitters at the left side. So we should have I think a rocket launcher. I'm not sure, maybe a mortar, like a couple of mortars here, and exchange it with some boom cannons. Like, I think it would be good to have a couple of mortars at the right side and boom cannons, or something like that. I'm not sure. We're just gonna speed it up. I'm gonna be meeting you guys back again the moment we are gonna be doing our next defense. Okay, and we're back again, and I've been paying very careful attention to the walking path of everything attacking. And as a result of this is my mine setup. I have a shock mine there. Obviously the units will be walking over there, and the reason why I want them to walk over them is so that way other units can catch up, and then over here there will be some mines that will make them explode, and the same thing will most likely be happening here. That's the first thought process, so I think that will be working out. At the right side you got all of them hitting the mines, hopefully all of those riflemen over there hitting it, and then as a result that Scorcher can just waltz over all of these boom mines. So that is the thought process behind that. There were a couple of Zookas that were left after that mine exploded. So I was like, maybe place a mine over here, just like that. So that's also a thing. I placed this mortar over here because maybe it will attack the right side as well. And this mortar at the same time is pretty powerful. So I decided to go with that. I placed a couple of cannons here inside of the base because I feel that will be a little bit more secure with the tanks just attacking it like it's nothing. And I switched it a little bit more to the left side. I kind of feel that might be doing the trick as well. I have a boom cannon over here at the side. I think it will be doing the trick there a little bit better than before. And I'm going to be doing the same thing here. So those are my changes. I may have not made the right choice when it comes down to changing my base, but I will say I tried my best. So with that in mind, let's try the final defend. Here we go. So I'm so curious to know how this one's going to be turning out to be. I really am curious about this. Is this going to be working? That's going to be the big question. What are those Zukas going to be doing? That is also the big question. Are they going to be walking over those mines? They seem that they are. Which is it's a little bit different this time. But that mortar is in effect immediately as well. Okay. Yes. Yes, boom, 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 boom. Oh, the Scorch is almost dead. It worked out as planned, but will it be enough? I don't want to, I don't want to celebrate too early because last time I did that, I ended up dying. But that Scorcher is honestly about to die. So, what will happen next? I really got no idea. At the left side you see some units incoming, which is pretty good. The Scorcher is down! There we go, the Scorcher is down. Right now everything can just focus on all of those medics over here. Those pesky little medics that always get in the way or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's focus at the situation at hand here. We still got some riflemen, which are gonna be doing pretty annoying against those tanks in the back there. We want those tanks to be gone. We want those tanks to be gone, and the riflemen at the same time as well. Medics are healing them up. What are the tanks gonna be doing? There is a boom cannon still alive and kicking, so it should be enough. I really got no idea right now. As long as my rocket launchers are untouched, I am good. I am fine with that. Oh, right now, attack from the left side. Oh, this might end up in a devastation. I really got no idea. Just keep him shock launcher. Just keep him shock launcher. This is pretty interesting. Oh, I just noticed what kind of a force we still got left. I tried, guys. I tried. The force was overwhelming. I have no ice statues. I have no prototype defenses or anything like that right now. Seems that this is gonna be it. Kind of sad. I was really thinking that was it, but then I saw this force. I was like, dream shattered immediately. Yeah, that's definitely a takedown. But I think I did nicely, guys. What do you think how I did? Did you think I did well with my, readjustments on my base? It's just simply my base is not strong enough. And I'm curious to know how it would turn out to be. I think it will be the same if I did really max out everything. Every mortar, every machine gun, every single flamethrower, everything to the final of the final level. Who knows? We'll see that in the future. Anyway, that's gonna be doing it for this Hammerman Strikes Back. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I took it down stage number 5. Stage number 5 seemed really easy. Stage number 6 seemed doable. But I need that force. I need that extra ice statues or prototype defenses or anything like that in order for me to make it. Yeah, just want to know from you guys in the comments how you think I did today. That being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be wrapping things up here. As always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. A little bit later tonight, I'll be back again. Not with a Boom Beach video, but with a thank you video for the live stream that we did for charity. I've yet to release that video. I already did record it like a couple of days back, so it might be a little bit outdated, but this still covers everything that I wanted to talk about in that very specific video. And be sure to check out the link in the video description down below. Leading up to my third channel, there's a couple of reactions coming out tonight as well, so I want to invite you to check it out. We have a really awesome community ongoing there. That being said, we're really wrapping things off here. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow with more Boom Beach. So as always, this has been Reverse for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.